Hello everybody, welcome back to my page. I'm Laura with Chocolates Chocolat Designs. Please say hi when you jump on. Hit that heart button for me to let me know that you're watching. And in just a second, I'm going to give you a keyword to type in. When you type in this keyword, I'm going to send a message to your messenger where you can get the supplies for everything we're using tonight. Let me say that again, you guys. Everything we're using tonight is going to be in that supply list. Some things with links as well, so that you can go ahead and go right to that item to purchase. Okay, so make sure you're typing in the keyword, which is bread, B-R-E-A-D. Type in bread in the comments there. Grab that supply list. Oh, let me see if my friends are on with me already. You guys are always usually pretty good about jumping on really fast. And then I run out of breath trying to say all your names because you guys are so awesome. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Hey, Rhea and Linda. Hello, Lorraine and Melinda. Hi, Becky and Florine. Hey, let's see. Hello, Mary and Linda. Hello, Lena. Hello, Lisa Marie. Hello, Wendy and Florine. Hello, thanks for sprinkling, you guys. Hello, Kelly. Oh, let's see. Hey, Pam. Hello, everybody. Say hi as you jump on. I'm sorry if I missed your name. Hey, Jennifer. Woo, woo. All right, you guys, bread again is the keyword. I have dog hair on my nose right now. So you guys, I actually had a special request. Somebody sent me a message on Sunday, and they asked me for a demonstration on this modeling paste that I had told you guys about. This is something that I get from Pentart, and I ordered it from a website that is linked in that supply list, okay? So go ahead and type in the word bread to grab that supply list. The link is in there for this stuff. And we're going to demonstrate this tonight. It's not something that I sell. I'm not an affiliate. I just love it, okay? Hey, Carolyn, Dale. Wait a minute now, Dale. Did I see that it's your birthday? Happy birthday to you, Dale. Hi, Valerie. Hello, Kimberly. Happy hump day. I love Daddy Michelle. Hi, Leanne. All right, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with that first, just because this stuff does take some time to cure. I will need my glue gun, I think, for a little bit today. Yes. All right, so here we go. We're going to start with this tonight. This right here is a mold that I got at Hobby Lobby in the baking section. So this is actually a fondant mold for making cakes, okay? And it was just gorgeous. It's lace patterns. And I just love this. So this is the stuff that's been asked about so many times since I did a little bit of a demonstration on here. This is the Pentart modeling paste, okay? The link for this is in the description. Oh, it was last Saturday. How did I just now saw it today? Well, happy birthday, bud. So I've used quite a bit of this already, but this is what it looks like. Oh, I'm so glad, Carol. I'm glad you went. All right, so I'm just going to start scooping some of this modeling paste right onto my mold here. And it takes quite a bit for this particular mold. I'm probably going to have to get another jar of this stuff soon because I love it so much. Like I said, I'm not an affiliate or anything with this company. I just like the product. And then I'm just going to grab, this is, you guys, it's a putty knife. I'm going to grab a putty knife because it's bigger than a squeegee. And I'm just going to start applying this all the way across and getting into the grooves of all of this, everything, okay? I'm filling it all in, letting it fall in there, packing it down in if I can, and we're just filling this mold with this modeling paste. The great thing about this stuff is that when it dries, getting ready for a big craft fair on Saturday while you're watching, oh, awesome, hey, Ro, I'm missing comments, you guys, while I'm doing this, and I apologize. You have the modeling paste from Hobby Lobby. I hope it's the same thing. I don't know if it's the same thing or not. I hope for your sake that it is, though. So just getting all of this all covered, you guys. Pack it down in there. Try not to have air bubbles in it as much as you can. And just fill the entire mold or just the section that you want to do. Whatever's right for you. It does. It kind of looks like Cool Whip. It sure does. Hi, Barbara. Again, I am not affiliated with this company. I do not sell this stuff. I saw it and I liked it and I was like, I'm going to try that product. And then I showed you guys and y'all asked me for a demonstration. So here we go. This is all I did. But y'all, I can't seem to get it in here. Maybe I need more. I'm going to order a couple more jars. I'm going to order a couple more jars of this stuff. Because I like it a lot. All right. Once you've got it all filled in everywhere, and you don't see that there's any air bubbles or anything in there, and all your space is filled, at that point in time, you can use a squeegee, or you could even use, hi Joy, or you could even use a putty knife like this. Let me get it all in there. I've got bubbles for sure. Which I guess in lace is not that big of a deal, right? Get in my mold. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and use this putty knife. The elixir you drink twice a day, does that make you run hot? Started a couple days ago and it's been a hot flash. So, yes, it does. It does. Yes, it does. And I've been bad today. I think the stress of my truck just kind of got to me today. But my truck is good. Did you get my message for the info on this stuff? Terry, type in the word bread right now and all of the information is in here, okay? Hello, Dana. I'm good. How are you? This is called Pentart Modeling Paste. I don't sell this. I'm not affiliated with Pentart or anything like that. But I found this product and I like it a lot. All right, so once you've got it all in there, you're just going to go over it with your spackling knife or a squeegee or whatever it is that you've got and smooth that all out. You don't want it raised on the back. All right. I have a couple air bubbles in it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a couple air bubbles. And then I want to save as much of the stuff as I can. So I'm going to just put the rest of that right back in my jar. Just like I would my chalk paste. Yeah, it's the person who said they found it by a different name is on right now. So maybe they can tell you what it was that they found. Woo, hopefully that doesn't tip my jar over. All right, so now what you got to do is you just got to let this stuff sit. You've got to let it sit for about 48 hours. Right now, it's too wet to do anything with. It does take some time to dry. I didn't get rid of the air bubbles. It's lace. I just let it go. But you just keep going and keep packing it down in there. For time purposes, though, I'm not going to worry about it right now. You could probably also spray your mold with a little bit of alcohol. But I'll probably go back over this a little bit later. All right. So I'm just going to set that down on a flat surface. It is self-leveling. And it'll do its thing. And then once I go ahead and let that sit for 24 hours, I can pop it out of my mold. And this is what I get, you guys. It's flexible. It's paintable. It's cuttable. It's all the above. And I just think that it's so, so neat. Had some whipped cream and strawberries. Okay, that's what I love about this stuff. And so with that one mold that I got from Hobby Lobby, you get all three of these pieces here. You guys, you can put it on anything because it's just so flexible. It doesn't just rip apart. It's pretty durable. And that's why I like it so much. And hopefully at some point in time, we'll get something like this in my shop because I love it. Thanks, Terry. So we're actually going to use this piece tonight on our project. And you guys, I want to go ahead and preface this project by saying that next weekend I will be on a getaway adventure with 13 other chalk ladies. And we will be doing a fundraiser for Watts of Love. So this particular piece that we're making tonight will be in the auction that's being held on Friday night next week in the Designer Studio page, the Chalk Couture. Is it Designers? No, it's not, you guys. It's the Chalk Couture Facebook page. Okay, so anybody can join in this. Anybody can bid on the goods. And it's going to be next Friday night. Okay, so go ahead and put that in your calendars now. We'll get you guys more event details and all of that stuff. But This is going to be one of the pieces auctioned off that I'm making tonight, if it turns out good. I have an idea, but I'm also taking some risks tonight because I love to take risks with my projects. All right, so we're going to start with this piece right here from Hobby Lobby. This is from Woodpile. It's the Acacia cutting board. I don't even know. The Acacia, ACACIA cutting board. Regular $9.99, you guys, 40% off makes it $6. And I just thought it was absolutely beautiful and a great surface. And I love that it's already stained in that dark wood. Hi, Renee. So we're actually going to put a transfer on the top of this and then do something else on the bottom. And you guys, trust me, this is going to look beautiful. It hasn't really been like publicly announced yet. We're still working out the details, Cassie. But yes, there's going to be an event posted very, very soon on the Chalk Couture site about a big Watts of Love fundraiser. And I will be joining the girls in Benton Harbor, Michigan for an entire weekend getaway where we're going to be doing like 4 days of planning and setting up and getting things done for a Watts of Love a marathon, basically, to raise a bunch of money for our organization. So here we go, you guys. You made your first bonus, but that's usually my problem too, is that I make them too big. All right, so we're going to start off tonight by using this transfer here. It's called Vintage Patterns, and I just love this one right here that's got all the flowers in there and all the little whimsical pieces. And I do want to paint my board first, but before I paint my board, I really want to pull my transfer off of here so that I can get kind of a measurement of where I want this to lay. Now, this particular transfer for each one of these pieces are repeatable, which means that when you stop at one end, you can move your transfer over and it will go flawlessly to the other side, which is great. But, I want to try to do this particular one with as few transitions as possible. Okay? So before we even put this down, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to measure. And I don't have those two pieces cut apart yet. So let's do that. Let's do that. Isn't that beautiful? I just hit myself in the eye with my transfer. I haven't used it yet. So I'm hoping that this turns out just as gorgeous as I envision. And y'all, like I said, we're going to take some risks tonight. I know Brenda likes to take risks too. She's really good at just trying new things and making beautiful things. So I'm glad you're here, Brenda, because this is either going to be a pass or a fail, and I might need your expertise to help me if I'm struggling. Okay, let's put that there so it's not in the way. Thank you. I know that noise, right? All right, so I'm going to start by putting this down right here at the top. And it's not going to fit all the way across, so we are going to have to move it over one time. But I'm going to put this to where it's all the way at the top there and all the way at the bottom here. Yes, so is Painter's Tape or Frog Tape better? Edwina, I really don't think that it matters between Painter's Tape and Frog Tape. I think that Painter's Tape is more sticky than Frog Tape. But if you're going to put any kind of tape on top of your transfers, I do suggest that you fuzz your tape first. As far as getting a smooth line when you're painting, I don't really think that you can go wrong. I usually use masking tape, which I'm going to use right now, if I can find it. Where did it go? There it is. I usually just use masking tape. All right, so now I can see where my transfer ends right there, and that's where I'm going to put my tape line for how far I want to paint so that I don't have to go any farther with it than that. Thank you, Carol. Wait till you... Carol, you are going to be floored when you see what transfer I am pairing with this and the idea that I have tonight. If that tells you anything at all, I hope I didn't give it away. I didn't. I know I didn't. But you're going to love this. You are so going to love this. All right. I'm going to attempt to use my transfer as a guide to put my tape down. See, I can actually go a little bit lower than that with my tape. right about there to be on the safe side. You can, so Amanda, you can share it in the VIP group. I'm not going to fuzz the masking tape. If it was painter's tape, I would. Painter's tape is a little bit more sticky than masking tape. Oh, hi, Tina. Okay, you guys. You do want to make sure that it's straight, though. Let's do that and make sure it's straight. It actually goes right there. I'm going to be a little bit more precise with this one because this is going to be an auctioned item, okay? Okay, so I showed you guys yesterday. I went to Joann and I picked up some new paint colors. And so I'm going to use one of those paint colors tonight to paint just the top of this cutting board, just the top part. We're going to do the entire top part though. Back, oh, you guys, I should do that then, shouldn't I? You guys, I actually need to do this. My tape should have gone all the way around because I want this to be a completely finished piece. So we're going to do back, front, the whole 9 yards with this. So that the whole top of it gets painted, okay? All right. Hi, Loretta. Hi to all of my friends as you guys are jumping on. This is going to be a love it piece, y'all. Y'all, I just know it. Okay, so the color that I'm going to use tonight out of those ones that I got yesterday at Joann is Folk Art. It's home decor, and it's called French Linen. And I just thought that this was beautiful. So it's white. It's not quite vanilla. It's got a little bit more of a brown tone to it, and it's very, very... You're right, Diane, you're right. My rolls of paper, I get them at Home Depot or at Walmart. Both of them sell them, and they're in the paint department. If you are at... Diane, you guys, you live so close. You're probably at the same Home Depot as me. If you're at the one on Court Street, then it's right literally across from the paint workers. Ask for Johnny and ask him for the rolls of paper. He'll know what you're talking about. My Joann does not have a lot to choose from, but there's still a bit. Yeah, Ro, my name is Laura. You grabbed one of the trays at Joann's today. Yes, I'm glad you found one. Oh my, why do I always struggle to get the paint top off? I don't even know. What can I use? Holy moly, it's like there's a layer of plastic underneath the paper. Yeah. Whichever one you go to, you can find it there in the paint department. How's my pool doing? I haven't touched it since Sunday, and I probably won't get to it for a while. We'll see what happens. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and grab one of these brushes. These are one of my favorites. And, y'all, I didn't shake this. I should have shaken it. Darn it. Or maybe I did shake it. Oh, please, you're getting a glass of wine. Bring me one too, Pam. We're going to paint, girl. You got a minute to pour yourself a glass. Okay, that's better. All right, French Linen. Let's see how much I love this stuff. I have a feeling this is going to be like one of my favorite pictures. I have to get a picture of mine up. Okay, let's go ahead and get this painted, you guys. I usually do my sides first, but for some reason this time I didn't. We're going to paint the front and the back of this tonight. we might have to do 2 coats even. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Linda. All right. Now, when I'm painting this, you guys, I'm actually going to try to go with the grain of the wood this time, instead of going against it. That way, if there's any brush strokes, it kind of follows along. I do like this color. Woo-wee, I like this color a lot. It's like it's very farmhouse. It's not bright white. It's not vanilla. It's just this gorgeous, I don't even know. French linen is a great word for it because it's pretty. All right, let's go ahead. First coat is usually really, really light, y'all. Wish Michaels would discount their wood items every week. I agree with you there, girl. You never know when Michaels has their wood items discounted, and it's hardly ever. Hardly ever. If you ever see me in Hobby Lobby, Diane, or if you see me in Michaels, and then you come on my live later that day and you go, I saw you there, but I didn't say hi, I'll be thoroughly upset with you. So you make sure if you ever see me that you say hi, okay? All right. We're going to dry this up and then put a second coat on here. I had you at cutting board. Oh, I love this color. We're going to be really ballsy tonight too, you guys. You'll see why. I'm going to give this a thorough dry before I put a second coat on. Even though I like how that looks, where you can see that wood grain through there, it almost looks like it has just been, it looks like it's been like stained with the Au Naturel by Voodoo. Or by Dixie Belle, almost. That is gorgeous! Alright, let's try it again. Let's see what happens when we give it a second coat. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so pretty. That is beautiful. You guys, if you don't have the French linen yet, I highly suggest. Highly, highly, highly suggest. I love this color. Hi, Carlene. Oh, edges first so you can pinch your board. I got an area there where it's not quite covered all the way, but it almost gives it, in a couple spots, a little bit of a distressed look, and I like that. Thank you. I love this color too. It's gorgeous. That second coat's just gonna, oh, that's gonna make it pop. I'm trying to be careful not to overload my brush so I don't have drips going down the sides. Oh, ladies, this is beautiful. And gentlemen. You got it at Walmart and you haven't used it yet? I like this a lot. Ooh-wee. Okay, that is a gorgeous background color. Bread is the key word. You guys type in bread. For sure. And then as soon as I get this dry, I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to finish my other side too, because this is going to be a finished piece for an auction. I don't want to leave anything undone on this, okay? And I do like that you can still see some wood grain through here too. Ooh, I can't wait to pull that tape up. On the bottom, this is just the color that it was. It is chalk paint, yes. It is by Folk Art. I got it at Joann, but you can also get it probably at Hobby Lobby and Michael. They both sell Folk Art. Can't give any of the stuff. I can't find it anywhere, and Lord knows what else. So that stuff is actually in the link right now. There's a link to the website that I ordered it off of. I did not get mine at Hobby Lobby or at Michael's. It came off of a website. The name, the website, the link, everything is right in that keyword. So type in bread and grab that link. All right, 2 coats on here real quick. Trying not to overload my brush and keep my brush strokes really smooth. Ooh, this is going to be pretty. The lace mold, you got to go into the cake decorating area of Hobby Lobby for that, because it's actually made for fondant. That second coat makes a huge difference. Can you guys tell? Oh my goodness. All right. Last coat, you guys, and then we can get started with our transfer that's going to go on here, and it's going to be gorgeous. And I'm going to take some risks with it tonight. We'll see what happens. Oh, don't fall off the edge and be messy. Ah! I'm still going to have some spots on here where it's not quite perfect, but that is exactly what handmade is all about, right? I'm going to call that right there pretty darn good. I like it. As long as it dries good. We'll see. Right? Ooh, a pie lattice. That would be cool too. All right, I'm still holding on to my brush because I want to check this side with the other side just to make sure that I've got both sides to where they've got about the same depth of paint, I guess. Oh no, Carlene! You're not supposed to show him! I think we're good. I think we're good. Now, I do think I'm only going to do the transfer on one side, okay? But at least it'll have that color all the way around. Oh my gosh, I just stuck my hand in it somewhere. Wasn't dry somewhere. Whoever's getting this is going to have my fingerprints. Hopefully it's somebody I trust. Dale sees your card all the time. All right, you guys, let's remove the tape. Oh, that's perfect. See, you guys, masking tape works just fine. Works just fine. That is beautiful. Oh my word. Oh, I just put my brush in there and I did want to paint something else with it, you guys. What do you guys think? It's so pretty, right? So pretty. Okay, hold on, you guys. I already put my brush in the water. Did it actually fall in the water, though? Yes, it did. Oh, no! It did. All right, I also wanted to, so I'm going to go ahead and grab another one of those brushes because I've got another one. Y'all, I wanted to paint our little mold thing the exact same color. This thing here that we're also going to put on there, so that it works, okay? So that so that it matches. So that it matches. And now I actually think I've got to have one other color to mix with my chalk paint today because this color turned out a little bit more gray than I thought it was going to be once it was dry. All right, so we're just going to paint this the same color, or at least close to it. It's not going to look exactly the same because this started as white, where the board started as a dark color, right? The color of the chalk paint is called French Linen. French Linen, but we will give this 2 coats real quick, just so it matches a little bit better. The brushes that I like are from Walmart, and they're stenciling brushes. Had to look, you guys. I thought it was burning it, but it wasn't. All right, that'll match a little bit better than that bright white would. We put it in there. Let's see what happens. Thank you for the stars, you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and just lay this over here to dry because we're going to get to this in a little bit. So we'll let it dry a little bit more naturally. But that should match this thing a little bit better now. Oh my gosh, everybody. They're trying to get me to dance. All right. We're going to call this side the back side and this side the front side. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys, here's the thing about tonight. I've debated back and forth on whether or not I want to use surface wax on this board for this next step. And I think that, ooh, that's what's happening. I got paint in the middle there and it's coming off. I think I've decided not to. I've decided not to because I'm actually not going to use our chalk paste. Does the, yes, it does. Once it dries, that paste comes right out, and then I can just wash it with a little bit of Dawn Power Wash, and it comes right out. So I'm going to take a little bit of a risk tonight, and I'm not going to put chalk paste through my transfer. You want 30 cents? Tomorrow, anytime after 4 o'clock Eastern time would be good for me. And at some point in time, I do plan to take my kids for ice cream because the ice cream shop opened back up. All right, so since I'm not going to surface wax my surface, I do need to make sure that I get a lot of fuzz picked up on this transfer. There's a reason, though, why I'm not using surface wax. And I'll show you guys in just a minute. We're going to hope and pray that this comes out the way that I envision, that I anticipate. We'll see what happens. Oh my gosh, you guys all sending those stars. Trying to get me to dance. So a lot of fuzz on this. Get it as least sticky as you can. You still want a bit of stickiness on there, but you don't want it to pull up that chalk paint that you just painted. And we're going to just get a little bit, we're going to get a little bit risky tonight, okay? So let's put this down on here, and I'm actually going to move it over to the side here because we're going to have to move it again. And this way we're only moving the transfer over one time. There we go. Okay, here's what I'm going to attempt to do. Ooh, and I'm going to put some tape back down right there too, just to be sure I don't go down too far. Okay, you guys, I am taking a risk right now to show you guys whether or not this is a possibility. If it's a total fail for me, it will definitely be a total fail for you. But I'm willing to give it a shot. So hopefully, oh, I don't want to put that down like that. Hopefully it just turns out flawlessly and there's no problems at all. So here's my thing. I am actually going to attempt to make these flowers look like this would. And I'm going to do that using a sponge. And I'm just going to cut a piece of sponge off of here. This is just a sponge from the Dollar Tree, you guys. And I'm going to attempt, instead of using our chalk paste, to dab this with our water-based, you guys, it's water-based, so it should work in your transfers, Dixie Belle Gel Stain. So I've only got like one concern about this, one concern really, and that is that it might add more staining to my transfer using a stain instead of our paste, okay? That's really the only thing, and the fact that it's really, really thin, so if I tried to do a squeegee on it, it's not really going to squeegee through there very well, and you might get more bleeds. So I want to be a little bit more, it is off-centered because the square is too small to fit the entire board, so I'm going to have to move it over to finish off that edge. So that's done on purpose. It's the end of the transfer is right there at this edge, and then I'll move it over and let it finish on that side. You've used that in your transfer and it worked and came out of the transfer. Oh yes, Terry, I haven't. Oh, shucks, I should have definitely shaken it first, huh? So we're gonna try it. Terry says it works, and that it came out of the transfer. I was a little bit concerned that it might. Did you do the same thing with a sponge, or did you try to do a squeegee with it? Give this a really, really good shake because it is water-based. You're welcome. All right, I'm just going to put a little bit of that into one of these color trays. And you guys, Terry says this is going to work, so let's try it out. And I'm just going to, you guys, I'm going to dab this on here. You used a sponge too. We're going to dab this on here and dab it through the transfer. And I am hopeful that this gives back the wood tone to everything that would go, like where the paste would go through the transfer. Has anybody else tried this yet? I'm glad it's going to work, Terry, because I was a little bit scared in trying something new on a piece that I really wanted to be absolutely gorgeous to donate. And you guys, you cannot do this with the gel stain, the No Pain Gel Stain, only with the Voodoo, because the No Pain Gel Stain is an oil base, and you have to use some kind of a paint thinner or something to clean your brushes and things. So you don't want to try to put that through your transfer. All right. You're anxious to see how it turns out. Me too. I've never tried it before either. We're doing this together for the first time for me. And I'm just trying to be very careful to not overload my sponge and to get all of those pieces. I'm not worried about it drying out on me because it's very, very liquid compared to the paste that we normally use. But that also means that you could, if you have an air bubble, it's going to bleed in through there. So we really want to be careful. Oh, I got it off to the side a little bit. Oh, shucks. That's okay, though, because we're going to put the transfer back over there, too. Thank you for the stars. You guys are awesome. If the project turns out well, I'll dance anyway. Because I'm excited for this, but I'm also a little nervous. So I'm dabbing this. I'm not trying to rub it. And I'm hoping that this color is going to be fairly close. You're interested in seeing this done? I'm hoping that the color is going to be fairly close to the color of the wood on the bottom, or at least look really well together. I think you're right, Terry, and I might just come back and finish off that other part a little bit later because I think I do want to clean this first before finishing off that edge. But you guys will get a good glimpse of what it looks like anyway. I wish I had somebody in my house that would like wash my transfers for me in between, like while I was still alive. Someday, maybe over the summer, I can teach my kids to clean my transfer when they're not in school, and they can go clean it for me while I'm still alive if I need them to. And then I'll give them $1 for their help. Kids will do anything for $1. All right, that's lifting up right there a little bit. Oh, I think I got it now. All right, you guys, are you ready? Are you ready to see if this worked? Here we go. Let me pull off my tape first. I don't like to leave tape on my transfers any longer than I need to. And as soon as the hearts start flying, I will reveal. But I want to see hearts first, you guys. Send me some hearts for my efforts. Send me some hearts. I have extra time to work with right now because it's liquid. It sounded like somebody just pulled into my driveway. Huh. All right, there come the hearts. Okay, you guys, cross your fingers and your toes, say a prayer, and here we go. Your granddaughter's a $5 girl. You guys. Well, it was John. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness. That is stunning. That is stunning. I'm super excited. I'm not going to finish off this edge right here live. I'm going to come back and do that when my transfer's clean, just in case there was any bleeding on the back side of it. I don't want that to transfer over, okay? Now we can give this thing a good dry. I think that turned out really, really good. And at the moment, I cannot wait for this to be in the auction. Because wait till you see what else we're going to do with it. Y'all, we're just starting. Now you guys know I used the Dixie Belle Voodoo Stain in Tobacco Road and sponged it onto my transfer. And it looks so good. And you guys, as it dries, I think it looks even better. And it did kind of smudge out in a couple of places, but because it did that, there's parts of it that are that are thicker, and then there's parts of it that are thinner, and I actually think it gives it a, like more of a stippled effect inside. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh. So we're having an auction that's going to be on the main Chalk Couture website on Friday next week. I will be in Benton Harbor, Michigan, and the auction is going to be finished goods, and it's going to be for Watts of Love. All the proceeds are going to go to our charity organization, and then all of us individually will be doing a whole like day's worth of games and stuff like that on Saturday as a collective group. So that's gonna be awesome, and I'll be selling tickets and things for that as well. So you guys, like, save your $5 bills because we're gonna be doing some awesome stuff for Watts of Love. Okay, here you go. Yo! It's beautiful, right? It's so beautiful. So beautiful. I love it. We are only gonna do the one side of this though. This is gonna be one-sided. Okay, let's see if this thing right here is dry. No, I don't want to do that thing yet. I don't want to do that thing yet, only because I want to lay my transfer down on here, my next one, so that it's flat. So here we go. You guys, I'm going to attempt to mix a color in chalk paste that's similar to our French linen color. Okay, that's my goal here. And so I'm going to use 3 different colors. 3 different colors. We're going to get it as close as we can to French linen. I'm the mixologist. I think I can do this. So we're going to start off with some vanilla. I think that that's like our base color for this. We're not going to need a ton, but we're going to need some. That's going to be our base color right there, okay? Thank you. Greige, we no longer have available in the shop, so I won't use it because you can't buy it. But it would have been very, very close to what I needed. I'm going to add just a touch, you guys, and I mean like a freckle. A freckle of brown, maybe a little bit larger than a freckle. A freckle of brown. It does have a hint of brown in it. Brown is very, very dark. So just a freckle of brown. And then we're also going to add some Storm to this. Oh my gosh, you've got a grandbaby on the way. How exciting. So we're going to add like, oh, I don't know, maybe a freckle and a half, 2 freckles of Storm. Not a ton. We're just wanting to tint this vanilla a little bit. And right now it is too brown. Told you guys, just a freckle of brown, y'all. Just a freckle. That's all we needed. Let's add, oh, it's close though. It's close. Let's add a little bit more. I know, I wish they'd bring back greige too. Let's add just a little bit more of the Storm to this and see if that might give it a little bit more of that gray tint compared to that brown. We're getting close, you guys. Oh, I think that's, what do you guys think? Is that pretty close? Ooh. Ooh. A little bit more vanilla. Now I feel like it's just a little bit too dark. We're getting there. Yeah, a freckle. Just a freckle. That's how I measure things, Pam. Just a freckle. Oh, that did it, you guys. I just needed more vanilla in there. That right there is about as close as we're going to get to the color that I want. Oh, yeah. To that French linen. This is going to be stunning. Okay. Dune, I think, has just got too much yellow in it. And that's why I didn't pick Dune as my base. I don't see very much yellow tone at all in this. It's a lot more of a gray and vanilla tone. That's I don't know. That was my thought process for that. All right, you guys, here we go. Y'all, we're going to pair this transfer right here. I want a saying at the bottom. And I found one. I think it's good now. I think it's really good now. I found one that I think is perfect for this board. And I think you guys are absolutely going to love it. Dun, dun, dun. You guys, here we go. The Lord's Prayer, you guys. The Lord's Prayer. We're going to use the Lord's Prayer. We're not going to put the entire Lord's Prayer on there. It's a little bit big for that. But there is nothing wrong ever. You don't know if it's a boy or girl yet? Oh my gosh, how exciting. There is nothing wrong with taking just a line or two from the Lord's Prayer and getting the word out there, right? Right? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We love the Lord's Prayer. This is a cutting board, you guys. We are going to give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our debts. Because to me, that's perfect for a cutting board. So that's what we're going to do tonight, you guys. We're going to give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our debts. And I think that that is going to make this just stunning. Okay? So, before I get started with this, what I do want to do... Hi, Kim! What I do want to do is kind of get an idea of where my words can go. Now, I actually have to break this up into 4 different lines in order to make it work. So, first 2 lines, second 2 lines with a little bit of space at the bottom. We're going to mark it with a little bit of tape just so that we know. Absolutely, Carol. Give it a seed and it will grow. So this is just so that we know where our lines need to be. I want this to be straight. Give us this day our daily bread. Okay, so that's give us this day. This is going to be our daily bread on that line. And then the other ones are a little bit bigger. Okay. So forgive us our debts. Right there. And right there. Now I can line up the bottom of my words perfectly with my tape once I get my tape lines on there. Carol, are you loving this? Because I thought you would. I really thought you would. All right. Let's line this up. That way I can get this as straight as I possibly can. I don't want crooked lines if I can help it. Right there. Looks totally off. Hi, Mary. All right, let's get the tape on there and then we're going to do a measure. Just to be sure. Oh, no, I didn't cut that one long enough. Thank you, Amanda. It's going to be a late night live, y'all. Totally worth every second of it, though. Yeah, see, I can't just eyeball straight. So, we want it straight. We're going to do it right because this is an auction item. Thank you, Carol. I'm getting hot, too. I'm getting warm in here. I'm glad I have a drink. All right. So we have got, well, let's start from the bottom. Let's do that. From there, it goes to there. So from there, it goes to there. That one's straight now. That's how I do it. All right. From there, it goes to there. From there, it goes to there. Okay, that one's straight now. Do you guys like my measuring techniques? From there to there. From there to that one's straight right there. That one's good. And then here we've got to that ticker. No, I forgot my ticker. The third. To the third ticker. Oh, we're freckling and tickering today. And then that one right there is going to go to there. Which means that one's good too. Okay, you guys, now we've got our tape on here so that our words will sit flat like they need to. And exactly straight and perfect. Because we want this to be the most beautiful thing anybody's ever purchased. That's just what we want for tonight, okay? We want no flaws. We want it to be beautiful and we want it to be perfect. All right, let's take our transfer off the backer sheet. We're going to give this a good fuzz. Thank you, Mary. Woo! It is hot in here, y'all. I'm sweating now. All right. Oh, I do not want to get it in that. Set that back there for a second. All right, we're going to give us the stay. Right there on that line. I know, measuring is not my thing. I don't usually measure. But today, I feel like I needed to. Really feel like I needed to. All right, give us the stay. Oh, and I think that this color is going to be perfect. This is a work of love, y'all. Give us the stay. Girl, you trying to get me to take off my clothes, Ro? It's not happening. Oh, it's beautiful. Had to see what shirt I had underneath it. I might have to take my sweatshirt off, you guys. Give us the stay. Gotta make sure it's dry before I put the transfer back down. Oh, come on. Our daily bread. Oh, that piece of tape is just barely under it. No. There we go. That's better. I had one little piece there where it was my marker piece. Our daily bread. Oh, I'm hoping that tape doesn't hold it up any and make me have air bubbles. I'm really hoping. Because so far this project is just stellar. Give us the stay, our daily bread. Perfect. Nice and dry. I don't want to take any chances. Lots of air on that. Give us this day our daily bread. Oh, come on. My mouse is in the way. And forgive us. You guys, this line is perfect, in my opinion, for a cutting board. And forgive us. Woo. Oh my goodness. Every time I lift the transfer up, I'm even more excited. So excited. There's still one other thing that I wanted to do to this piece too. Actually, two other things real quick. They're real quick though. And forgive us, you guys, our debts. Come on, get on there, baby. Right there. This is a one of a kind, y'all. This is a one of a kind. You'll never find another one like it, and it's only going to be available at that Lots of Love auction. And I'm hoping that this brings in a lot of money for that organization. Thank you, Terry. Oh my word. Oh my word. All right, let me just write down my transfer real quick. Pull my tape up. I'm excited. All right, you guys, so far, that's what we have. What do you think of this so far, right? Stunning. Stunning. And the color, what do you think? Does it match pretty well? Did I do a pretty good job at matching it? I think I did. I think I really, really did. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go, you guys. Here we go. I'm going to grab our piece that we painted. You guys, this piece here. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put this piece right there. And that's going to give it just some extra embellishment right there. Oh, you guys, I'm going to turn off my glue gun. Here's the thing. I do want to wash my transfer and I do want to finish this off. So at the moment, I don't want to glue this down so that my transfer lays flat when I finish off this edge. But I will wrap it around there just so you guys get the vision of it and how it will look. Yes, Lots of Love is definitely a worthy cause. And then there's one other thing that I wanted to do with this piece tonight. We're going to add a tag. Wendy, I can. Absolutely I can. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'll do that. Yes. Okay, here we go, you guys. I'm going to grab a gift tag here. This is just, you guys, these are gift tags from Hello Hobby. So probably Walmart. Probably Walmart. Thank you. Thank you. A gift tag from, oh, I sprayed down my transfer. Darn it. Oh, I wasn't ready yet. Okay, let's try this anyway. Shipping is very expensive to Canada. You are so right about that. All right, We're going to grab this gift tag here. And I'm going to use the same stain that we used on the rest of it. And I'm just going to color this tag with this stain. I want this to look a little bit more rustic, a little bit more tore up, and a little bit older. But I also want it to match my design. So why not use the same colors that we're already using, right? And let's do the back of this too, just so the whole thing matches. Thank you, Carol. I'm hoping this is going to be a highly bid on item next weekend. Ooh-hoo! Okay, so we've got a little tag here that now matches. We're going to give this a good dry. And then I'm going to come back with this same tag. And I'm going to use a little bit of some, oh my gosh, wrong drawers. Some Distress ink. This is my brown one, in brown. I'm going to use a brown, or archival ink, you guys. Archival ink, and I'm going to use my dark brown archival ink. The word for tonight is bread, B-R-E-A-D, bread. I'm going to use some archival ink, and we're just going to get the corners of this, the edges of this, just to make that look a little bit darker around the edges. Gives it a little bit more definition, a little bit more character when you do that. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and hit the back side too in case it flips over. Then it looks consistent. And let me dry that part of the transfer real quick, because I cannot believe I forgot that I was going to do this. Cannot believe that I forgot. Hold, please. We'll be all right. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. It's dry enough. Okay, here we go. This time I am going to wax this little tag here. Let me see which side I like best. I like this side better. We're going to wax up this little tag here. And we're going to add just a little bit more of a finishing touch onto this piece. So a little bit of surface wax on there. I'm just going to buff it off with a piece of paper towel. Thank you, Sheila. And then I'm going to use the same transfer again, you guys, right on my tag. Oh, never try to put your transfer on paper. And you have those sponges coming. They will be here when you get home next Tuesday. We're going to put the little praying hands from this transfer on to this tag and hang that from the top, just for a little bit of extra detail, using that. They are paper tags, yes. They are paper tags. So we'll chalk these hands in that same color that I did the words with. And I will take a full finished picture of this tomorrow and post it on my page, so you can see the entire thing all put together. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness. That's cute. That is cute, you guys. The little prayer hands on a tag. Okay, Terry, I completely understand. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so you guys will, I'm not going to be able to finish this completely tonight because I'm about done. I hope so, Linda. I really hope so. But tomorrow I'll get this edge finished and I'll glue down this piece here. Let me turn it around so you guys can kind of see what it's going to look like when it's all put together. And then we're going to have the tag and some jute hanging from the top there. And I think that this is going to be absolutely stunning when it's done. All right, it's got a little bit more work, but I think that this is going to be a fabulous piece. A very fabulous piece, you guys. I think. All right, y'all. That's it for me tonight. We have been on for quite a while, and I'm sweating. But totally worth every second of this project. Just a little bit more work to do, and it's going to be done. Thank you so much, everybody, for sticking with me tonight. And I hope to see you guys all at the auction next week. The tag is the finishing touch. Yes! And I'll just put that on there with just a little bit of jute at the top. Again, I just don't want to put my embellishments on just yet because I'm not quite done with the transfer part at the moment, okay? I do want to wash that first, and then we can finish it up. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. That is it for me tonight. And so, thank you so much. I hope you guys love this, and I hope you guys will participate in this auction to raise money for a great, great, great cause. I will share more details with you as soon as I get them. Kind of still waiting for some things to be finalized, but I think I can share the news. All right, you guys, have a good night. Love you all so much, and I'll see you guys back here again tomorrow night, okay? Bye, everyone.